Welcome back. We'll discuss the way to short-circuit NHS waiting lists in just a second. By the way, the method you use is be a migrant or an asylum seeker. Then you get seen within 15 minutes. If you're a British citizen, 15 hours if you're lucky. Treatment even longer. Special fast-track priority system for asylum seekers and migrants at the NHS. Special, isn't it? Really good. Unbelievable. Before we get to that horror, Russell...
Let's talk about horror of a different
let's
kind.
just quickly talk about Justin and that other horror, Justin Trudeau. Canada's golden boy has finally been found out. Too woke, too left-wing. The people have had enough. As America swings right, so is Canada. Countries all over the world are swinging right. And the final showdown, which led to his downfall, to Trudeau's downfall, was that his finance minister, effectively his deputy, his chancellor, as it were, Chrystia Freeland, quit in December over a policy clash. And that's because this naive idiot wanted to go to war with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is fixing to put a big tariff on Canadian goods coming into America because he says Trudeau hasn't done enough to stop migrants getting in, which is true. He hasn't done anything. So Trudeau says, I'm going to go to war with him. And Chrystia Freeland said, this is the real world. Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be an idiot.
We can't go to war with Trump. So she quit. And ever since then, he's been skating on thin ice. Now he's gone. And all of those Canadians whose bank accounts he froze fascistically during the COVID crisis will be thrilled.
Well, he was a fascist during COVID, wasn't he? I mean, he really showed his true colours. I mean, he's supposed to be leader of the Liberal Party. There's nothing liberal about Justin Trudeau. Yes, freezing truckers' bank accounts, overseeing mass immigration, popular and recurrent theme there, isn't there? Setting troops on protesters. I mean, he did that as well. And again, something that will be familiar to people in this country now, crippling carbon taxes. That's Justin Trudeau. He's been propped up, apparently, by the NDP party for years and years and years because he doesn't hold an outright majority. But the leader of the NDP, Jagmeet Singh, apparently made clear last month that he was going to vote to bring him down. He also thinks it's about time he goes. And so, yes, good riddance to old rubbish, Kev.
Yeah, my favourite moment in his dubious, nefarious times was when he announced the breakup of his 18-year marriage to his wife, Sophie, and stood like at this kind of press conference thing. He's got a great big bandage on his head.
Oops.
So, a bit of a punch-up, did you? No, I fell over. Yeah,
Acrimonious.
Right. Yeah,
So,
sure you
Kev,
did.
are they
Of
gonna...
course you did, Justy.
So the only left-wing leader in the world, really now, apart from the likes of Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin, is going to be Keir Starmer, because all the lefties are going.
Yeah, but you see, what Trudeau did during the COVID crisis proves what these socialists are. You strip away their, left-wing, be kind. No. They just want to be the leader. They want to be authoritarian. They're tyrants. Keir Starmer is a tyrant. He's a tyrant who thinks, by the way, get on the phone, let me know what you think about this. I think there should be a public inquiry into the grooming gang scandal. By the way, who is it? Somebody has quite rightly... this is... Mark in Liverpool says, stop calling them grooming gangs, they're raping gangs. Yeah. Fair enough, Mark, that's a good point, but we'll go with a normal name at this point. But I absolutely take your point. Yeah, I mean, you take away these lefties, these socialists, they're just fascists in disguise. They're tyrants. They want to boss you around. Simple as that. Anyway, let's quickly, I've only got a few minutes now, this scheme that I spotted, which means that migrants and asylum seekers get priority treatment at NHS hospitals, particularly in London, the University College London hospitals. Basically, it's a scheme called the 987 Inclusion Health Scheme, and that means that if there's an urgent assessment needed, appointments in A&E and indeed treatment can be seen almost immediately, jump all the queues, and migrants and asylum seekers, even failed asylum seekers, come under those auspices. So they, you and me, we go to A&E 12 to 15 hours. Asylum seekers go to A&E 15 minutes.
And what possible...
Yeah, come on, it's our country, not theirs.
But what possible kind of institutional justification can there be for this? I mean, how on earth can anybody stand at a lectern as a politician or as a civil servant and explain to any of us why this is right, fair or proper? The people that come here, even if they come here illegally, jump the queue, when those of us that have paid into the system can't get through to our doctors, can't get an appointment for weeks, sit in A&E for hours and hours and hours, or end up on a waiting list, which is sometimes for certain operations 2 to 3 years long. We joked in the break, Kev, but maybe it's not so much of a joke, that the way around this is to jump on the Eurostar or a ferry to Calais, jump in a dinghy, come back across the channel. You'd actually be seen quicker as an asylum seeker than if you'd just gone straight to A&E and waited on a chair.
What, 8 hours or something?
Yeah, be quicker.
There you go, folks. This show aims to help with practical advice. If you need to be seen in A&E, go to Calais, get in a small boat, come back. You'll be in Dover General Hospital within seconds.
Quicker.
Perfect. Very good. Very good.
You shouldn't laugh,
I'm only joking. Don't actually try that. But it does highlight. I mean, why are they being prioritised over British citizens?
Well, because, Kev, they're prioritised for everything. They're prioritised for housing, hotels. They're prioritised, when it comes to education, money, benefits. All asylum seekers, even if their asylum application's been refused, receive an allowance. The other thing, which I still find absolutely incredible, is that, and still advertised on the Home Office website, if you come across with your wife or girlfriend that's pregnant, now I know a lot of women and kids don't come over, it's generally 20 to 30-year-old, what we call fighting age men, as part of this kind of daily invasion, but if you do happen to come over with your wife or girlfriend and she's pregnant, you get a £300 cash advance. That's what it says on the Home Office website right now.
It's just ridiculous. Where are our deterrents? That, by the way, over Christmas I noticed that the migrant Christmas present to this country was hundreds of them coming over. About
800 one day.
Over 1,000 in 2-3 days over Christmas.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. This government's doing nothing to stop them. Smashing the gangs won't make any difference. Even if you did smash the gangs, there'll be new gangs tomorrow. You've got to stop the migrants. And by the way, just as an addendum to that, they haven't stopped any gangs. They haven't caught anyone. They spent about £175 million. Honestly, the ineptitude, the incompetence of this hopeless, nasty, useless government just knows no bounds. It's absolutely staggering.